So pretty much the first book I'll be reviewing is The Guy She Was Interested Wasn't a Guy at All. Yes, we've got this pretty much first volume, and to be honest, here is what I thought about it. Honestly, the chemistry between Mizuki and Aya is truly insane and amazing throughout this volume. You see them grow with tears and happiness growing together, and the way they are is just so perfect together, like, because they have the same flow in energy when they're together. You can see the happiness and just everything just works in this volume. Just so good. The flow, the taste of the same music, and it's good to see that Mizuki has someone, because her character seemed lonely because of the flashback you get at the end of the volume. And to be honest, I loved the connection that you see go through the start to the very end of this volume between Aya and Mizuki. Pretty much you see Mizuki break down because she wants to tell Aya that she's the guy in the CD store, but honestly, I just love the raw emotion that comes out of her, and honestly, I can't wait to see the next volume of this. The guy that she wasn't a guy at all. It's this volume has made you want to read the entire. I can't wait till volumes come out. I've pretty much got the next volume coming at some point, so that'll be fun to get into. Hopefully it'll be here before the end of this month. So yeah, it's an 8.8 out of 10. This is pretty much the first book I'm reading of April. So yeah, let's go into the next volume. So far in chapter 1 of volume 2 of The Guy She Was Interested Wasn't a Guy at All, we have in chapter 1, I am so ecstatic for this chapter. We meet a new female character who is Mitsuki's aunt, and we see Aya feel through this volume. You see her entire emotion, from the way that she is jealous of Mitsuki's aunt when she doesn't know she's Mitsuki's aunt, and she thinks that it's an old girlfriend, which is crazy. But yeah, you see how she feels in this volume for Mitsuki, and it's amazing. I love the wild range of emotions that come out in this volume and the actions in this series. But it's cool, it's rock and roll, and I love it. But that's in chapter 1. In chapter 2 was fantastic because they go on a school trip and they have to be put into groups. But Mizuki is an anxious introvert who doesn't like being or talking to people or being with people, which is why Aya sees this and asks the teacher if they can pick their own people, pretty much, and the teacher says yes, and she picks Mitsuki and the group that they're normally with, so it was cool. Aya is still scared of pretty much what happened before in the previous volume, I think, where it was this volume. But yeah, she was still got that trauma from knowing that Mitsuki could run away, and she has it deep in her heart and deep in her gut that it can happen, and so she tries to keep her happy by entertaining her, by literally faking falling asleep when they were having like a girls' sleepover at this trip, and then they listened to music whilst the others went and did something else, and Aya tries to inspire Mitsuki by doing an actual karaoke song in front of her, and Mitsuki teared up. She really liked it, but I don't think Aya knows that. But yeah, it was really good, and it was heartwarming, sweet, and the song made her feel good. And then later on in the manga, Mitsuki's creating a song and then she literally is too focused in on the song that Arya feels like she's like Mitsuki's there, but she's far away. So that's pretty cool. You get to see what she feels. But then Arya talks to Mitsuki's aunt, and technically her uncle did the exact same thing to her when she was younger. And then Mitsuki's aunt says that, "Are you willing to wait?" And that's when she was like, "Yeah, I can wait, but waiting's difficult." And she has that emotional attachment, which you can see. And then Mitsuki shows Arya the song she made, and it's pretty cool. It makes her happy. But they going down the stairs, she slips, Mitsuki slips, and Arya catches her and pretty much tells her with like tears in her eyes that she should not hold the song just for her, show the world. And it was perfect. It was perfect. Like, it's an 8.9 out of 10 I give this volume, and honestly, I want to read the next one. It's so good. Let's get on to the next volume. So, this manga we are reviewing is Somali and the Forest Spirits, Volume 1. So, this volume is full of adventure, story, and we meet so many intriguing and interesting people and creatures that are so incredible. Or are they dangerous? But honestly, the first true nice person we meet is Zaza, who is an old man / human, and he's hiding in the reflective forest because of the other creatures do not like humans in this world. They like to hunt them or kill them or own them in any aspect to humiliate them or destroy them or anything. They don't like them. They have a game called The Hunting Season where they hunt humans. So yeah, he was amazing in this. He helped the golem help Somali, this young girl who was found by the golem in the golem's forest, and the first word she said to him was dad, and now she uses dad as the word to use for the golem, which is really cool. So he's like a father figure to her, and pretty much he makes the other creatures think she's a what was it now? I think it was a creature, which is really cool. What was it called? Honestly, she's truly amazing. Was it a Minotaur? So he disguised her as a Minotaur in public displays of her. So pretty much when they're out in public, she's a Minotaur. She's not a human being, so they don't kill her. So he's one of the nicest bloody golems ever. He seems to have a heart that plagues him, and he's only got 12 years and 112 days left to live as well, which is really cool. We're gonna see if he helps her find her father or her parents, which is cool. And he pretty much knew he needed to protect her at that point after she said dad. And now halfway through this volume we meet a Oni named Shinzo, who is an expert on medication and using real life naturistic plants to create medicine, and he helps pretty much the golem learn how to make medicine. And we meet his assistant Yabashira, and he pretty much is the assistant of Shinzu, but he doesn't do nothing. He's like a babysitter for him, but it's funny. And then after they teach the golem how to create medicine for Somalia, they leave, and they meet up with this weird old man that tells them that if they want to learn whereabouts the humans are, they have to go to the witches' village. So they do. They go to the witches' village. In the final chapter, we meet two sisters, Hazel and Parleen. Parleen is a chaotic woman who likes to eat food in places where she shouldn't, and she takes books when she shouldn't. And she has a book on humans, and they go and see her, and pretty much Hazel smacks Parleen because she's getting too overhyped about the golem, and then Somali finds the book that they're looking for, but then has to drop it really fast, and the golem protects her, and pretty much there is spirits, the fish, which are their enemies, which starts eating the books, pretty much. And to be honest, I love this volume. This is a dedication 7.6 for this volume. It's going to get better because I can tell by the way the art style is, and the way that certain areas of this aspect of the creativity that they used in this volume is going to send this manga far. I hope it isn't cancelled, but it might only have a few volumes. But honestly, I've got the second one over here, so I'll be reading that tomorrow and pretty much giving you my review on it. So yeah, let's get to the next volume. So in the continuation of Somali and the Forest Spirit, this volume 2 is truly fantastic. You get to see a truly new side to everything after pretty much meeting the witches, and we meet the director. She has an incredible story to tell about her experiences with humans themselves, and she meets another golem which is really nice and really caring. And to be honest, she realizes that the golem protected her from the humans, that she accidentally lands into a village where there's humans, and they're not friendly humans at all. There is this one girl who is very friendly and is the grandma's daughter, which is amazing to see that she has made friends, the witch has made friends, and they become stronger than ever. And then one time the director hears that there's an unknown creature that ends up in the human's town. Now, at the start when she arrives, the golem tells her that if a human doesn't know what it is, it attacks it. It's violent, they're brutal. And the director finally finds out this for herself. She sees it. They're beating this creature with knives, pitchforks, trying to kill it. And then it starts talking and they're like, kill, kill, kill. It's pretty much brutal. I know they're scared, but it looks terrifying on page. Like, it's dark. It makes her not want to stay there because she's a witch. And the golem has to go looking for her. Then pretty much she goes off and hides, which is what normal people would do. And they go off and try and find her. The golem finds her and tells her that she can't go. And then the director calls the golem stubborn, and the golem hides, tells the humans that he couldn't find her. Then the director, when she was younger, runs into the grandmother's daughter, and pretty much it goes terrible because the girl Maya, the granddaughter's daughter, she pretty much says some mean things to her, and she falls and injures herself, and it's bad because she falls from a cliff onto a tree branch, her head's cut open, and the director, or Miss Fedora wants to help her, but she can't because she doesn't want to show off her witch powers. But then the branch snaps. She remembers that she can save her, so she does. She swoops down and catches her before she gets hurt. She brings her up. The humans think, she's a monster. But Maya says thank you, and she's a friend, and it's sweet because there's one person with a sparkle in the eye that shows her love after seeing her ability, which is really nice. And pretty much the director pretty much created the destruction of the humans, apparently, in this by making the books, and pretty much told the golem and pretty much Somali to go to a place to get a map to go to the end of the world, and the deputy director told them that they can go because the director's final wish before she died was for them to leave to go to this place. And pretty much they go to this town where going through the mountains, which is cool, it looks beautiful, to Athol City. It looks beautiful, it looks packed, it's pretty much a place where you can go shopping. It's a big shopping city, and they have to get a job, and pretty much they get a job at a bar or a food area. We meet Kikala. Kikala, he is pretty much a animal who we meet straight away, and then the golem catches him, and then we meet pretty much the Woogly Sharagara family. We meet Kokalara, which is the father, and their son Kikala, and pretty much they offer a job to the golem for money so they can get the map and the clothes for the desert. And pretty much Somali and Kikara become very good friends in this. They go and spend some time together, and then Somali breaks down and cries because she thinks that the golem, her father, will leave her at some point, and she doesn't want that. And then some creature or beast at the end of chapter 12, there's like this wolf beast who's just lurking, following, watching her. And that is the end of volume 2. I just gotta say that I love this volume 2 pieces. It's sweet, it's got dark moments that I really don't like certain aspects of the human race in this, but to be honest, there are some people or humans in this that are definitely worth like a pint in gold. They're stars, they're amazing. So yeah, I give this a 9.9 out of 10. It's up there with one of the best I've read in a while. So yeah, that is that. Let's see if we read another book. So we are reviewing Corpse Blade Volume 2. Oh my god. So it starts off with Tatsuki Tasaranyuku, who dived onto the girl who was protecting him, well, the Corpse Blade herself, and pretty much ended up getting shot with a bullet, and it pierced his stomach, and then the SDF pretty much took him in, thinking that he was a zombie, and the guy who shot him was deeply depressed by the fact that he shot him, and pretty much after he woke up, they were all in distress because they thought he would probably be a zombie, so he pretty much had to communicate with them properly, and he did. There was this woman, what was her name now? I think we got to put a name. What is her name? Sorry if you can hear the book. Macho Aiko Komachi. She was the girl who was the medic in the SDF, which is the Army's defense of Tokyo, which is really cool. You get to see a grandma, a little kid, and a woman who looks after them as like a guardian, which is cool. We get to see them pretty much they're refugees in a base where they're locked in, and pretty much Saranki pretty much wants to know where the girl who was with him pretty much is, and the guy who shot them both pretty much said that they left pretty much her in the dome, and he was like to Saranki pretty much lost his mind. He was going, oh no, she's not dead, she can't be, she's like this like immune person to like the zombie touch. And pretty much after all that, he met up with the director and told him pretty much the story of pretty much his father, and they have a stash of weapons and all that, and his father was mysterious, and pretty much they decided to go through with the plan of going to the secret stash. But then a bunch of zombies broke out. You see his father holding one of the SDF soldiers hostage to get his son to safety, but then his son tells him he doesn't want to leave because there's people he wants to save, and he doesn't want to be useless, which is really cool. Like, by all means, man, that kid is strong as hell. He was taught up by a tough father, I guess, really tough, and to be honest, he pretty much people died. Makacho, what was her name again? I think it's Makacho. I'm gonna call her Makacho, but I don't know if it is or not. But technically, once the zombies outbreak came about, Komachi. Once the zombie outbreak happened up top, when they saw all the zombies, Komachi was actually bitten, and the guy who shot Saranki pretty much didn't want to leave her, and he was like, I'm not letting you stay here and rot to death with zombies biting you. So he took her with her. He took her with him, and pretty much they got to the top of the roof. They tried to kill this big ass boss, Mother Trucker. As you can see, I should be putting them up on the screen right now, the pictures of this big ass beast being controlled by a person pretty much controlling them like a puppeteer, which is really cool as like a bad guy or an evildoer. But honestly, after that, you see them, then pretty much they get crushed, and Komachan pretty much gets killed, I think there and then. But then the guy who is the director jumps onto the beast trying to kill it, gets picked up and gets stabbed right through, and it's dark as shit. It's incredible. But before all of this happened, we got like a bit of thing for the corpse blade girl. She got picked up and she's alive. She got shot in the eye, and this guy picked her up because they have a common enemy, which is, I think, the zombies, but she has her eye completely removed, one of them. She's still alive, which is cool. I'm happy because I legitimately got heartbroken in the last volume because I thought she died. She was one of the best characters in this, and to be honest, this has lived up to the hype of the first volume, and to be honest, I really want to read the third volume. This series is going to be one of the best. It's a 6.43 on my anime list, but I think that's harsh. It's more of like an 8 or a 7. Like, it's too good to push aside. It's got the dark grittiness, the family, the zombies, the attention to character, the attention to detail. I really love this volume, to be fair. I'm talking the hell out of this because I've only just finished reading this, and to be honest, it's an 8.8 out of 10. Like, this volume itself is an 8.8 out of 10. It's too good. It's really good, and honestly, it's amazing. So let's get on to the next volume. So this is Dopeman Volume 1. This is an incredible story about the main character Tojima, who is a part of this Bureau of Health and Safety with narcotics, and he's got his sidekick, pretty much Matrix, who is a rookie, and pretty much they're after this man who's on drugs, taking Ikari. I think that's the drug, what the drug's name is, but he's taken it and he's causing mayhem with his explosion hands. Then they meet up with pretty much Akari and Jack at the scene of the crime. Pretty much Tojima goes up on top of the roof to face off against this bad guy, pretty much, or the guy who took in the drugs, pretty much, and pretty much shoots himself to gain even more power, because once he takes the drugs, he shoots himself to gain strength, I guess. That's pretty much what happens, and they fight it out. I think the guy gets away because he's got his brother, his partner, who was with him, take a shot at Dopeman, and pretty much Matrix gets hit, I think, but it's fine. She's fine. She doesn't die. She just is injured, and pretty much Tojima tells her to stay back. She's getting in the way. Then they move to a parking lot underground where the brothers pretty much use their drug abilities to use the bullets that one of them has, and then directly at the other brother where he hits it, and the bullet goes directly to Tojima and it hits him. And then pretty much they keep fighting for a while until the Matrix, she uses her ability of creating a bullet and poison and medication from her ability. So pretty much she creates this ability, using her ability, and pretty much poisons Tojima for peace, because she knows that Tojima is going to kill these two brothers. She wants to create peace, so she stun locks all of them pretty much, and that's that part done. Then we meet, I think it's Matrix before she goes into thingy, but yeah. So now we're in the hospital in the next chapter. I think it is the female Matrix, the sidekick of Tojima. Before, I think we're getting backstory. She's in the hospital. She's the test guinea pig she's pretty much a guinea pig. It seems like she's chained down and being looked after in the hospital. And then this guy from the cartel pretty much comes in, who's a dope man as well, wants to take her. But then pretty much, I think Matrix finally gets up, and this drug addict female is helping her out. And technically, she's a sound person, to be fair. She has a moral compass, I guess. But honestly, through all of this, the guy who comes in is a part of the cartel who uses dolls to control and possess to attack everyone in the hospital, which is sad. But whilst he's doing that, he's pretty much going after the Matrix and causing mayhem, and he tricks Matrix into saying that if she turns up right with him now, she'll stop killing the patients that are in here. And pretty much she goes to him, and he's a bit of a dick. He literally lied about that, and then he kicked her, I think, and he has his doll strangle her to death. Technically, I think she's still alive because she's a dope man, but I have no clue. It didn't show me in the end. But then Tojima comes in after pretty much the drug addict gets smacked as well for trying to save the Matrix, and pretty much she's on the floor, still alive, still conscious and all that, which is good. And Tojima comes in and beats the shit out of everyone, and then has this dope man, this other guy on the floor, saying he's a dumbass, he's stupid, he has a puppet fetish, which is funny. And to be honest, this volume is insane and very good. I really did like Tojima as a character and the sidekick Matrix. We haven't got into detail with Jack and Akira, and we've only got a little bit of notice of the cartel boss, Naruku, which is cool. But yeah, I give this like a 7.7 out of 10. It's pretty good. It's really fun to read, and yeah, I'm hoping for the next one soon, the next volume at some point. It might come out in a few months, but yeah. So yeah, that's the end. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, peace.